What have you seen from Elias in terms of the way he's adapting to the game? Looks like he's got a really good floor game going already.
Yeah, I'll answer that question based on what he's done in his, 4 months in Oxford, not just the 2 games that you guys have seen. I think he is adapting. It's a different game. There's even some rule changes, difference of the officiating, but I think his desire to get caught up to speed quickly, his desire to improve every day. He's obviously a best player type guy with his talent, but he has that humility too. He's a guy that's just trying to get better every single day. So high assist game tonight. Thought he left a couple on the floor if his teammates would, make the open shot at the percentage that we expect. I think with his turnovers, a lot of times you just got to get more solid and understand college game's a little bit different. But no, I've been impressed. He's an all-day, everyday guy. He works at it. He's trying to win the game for Ole Miss. There's not a lot of personal type stuff with Ilias, so he'll be a big part of our season moving forward, obviously.
With Travis, is it just simple as those shots are going to start going in for him eventually?
Yeah, I think so. I think, more important, more interested in the other things. He's got to impact the game with his defense. He's got to impact the game with rebounding down. He's got to find ways to get assists in this offense while keeping his confidence. So there'll be a day very, very soon when we're up here and he's had, 4 or 5 made 3 games. So stay the course with the jump shot. Just encouraging him to understand that's just one part of the game. If he plays 20 minutes in an SEC game and he takes 10 shots, that's 20 seconds of the 20 minutes he played. And so there's so much more that he can do to impact the game. But no, we want him to keep shooting, and he will.
In the first half, AJ scored on all 3 levels. He was really efficient. Is that what you're looking for from him?
Yeah, exactly. Offensively, talented player. I'd like him to get to the free throw line more. And then defensively, just like him to impose his will on the game. I think AJ, the positives everybody can see. He's been doing this for a long time. I think the next step for him and what we're asking of him is to be more consistent. See yourself as a guy that can control the game on both ends when you have the ball and when you don't have the ball. So we've got to get him to the free throw line more. And then defensively, we've got to continue showing him the opportunities he has on defense, to impact the game.
For a guy like Ilias, to have the talent to be the best on the floor, but also humility, how valuable and maybe even how rare is that combination?
Yeah, not rare in our program, and we recruit that. And so most of the time our best players over the years have been guys that understand what our culture is all about. So not surprised, not rare. I can say that about other players as well. We talked about AJ tonight, same thing. It's one reason that I'm optimistic that this season could be a good one. We don't fight ourselves much. Everybody's understanding we want to play better. But tonight, the difference in the first half and the second half, it's an opportunity for us to embrace it. We won't spend a lot of time disagreeing whether we have to play better. This comes down to the guy's character and humility, things like that. So and we got a long ways to go, like most teams. A lot of good things tonight, but not enough consistent basketball over the 40-minute game to play with the teams that are coming down our stretch very soon. 94 hours from Memphis.
What have you been prioritizing in these early season games, to build that trust, since a majority of these guys haven't really played together before?
Yeah, that's a good question. First thing we talk about is a lot about ourselves. We're going to get prepared. We're going to understand the opponent, but early in the season with so many new players, we try to put the majority of our time, focus on us. So example, we're trying to play a low turnover game. Tonight, 13 turnovers is not the formula. So spend a lot of time this time of year talking about us more than the opponent. We're just trying to find consistency. Thought a couple times tonight the game is right where we want it to break it open, and then an untimely shot, a defensive mistake. So I think we're close to putting some stretches out there of the basketball that we need to play. We're just one player off or one play off, and so that's what we're talking about more than anything with our team is consistency.
On Monday, you talked about an identity of this team being depth, and tonight you guys had 37 points off the bench. What have you seen so far from your rotational guys?
Yeah, I think tonight Zach and Deuce earned the right to play. some rotational minutes in the first half based on their practice performance, and we're going to continue doing that. You know, everybody's alive right now. It's just about guys taking advantage of the opportunities they have, both in practice and in game, and try to build on it. But we're searching. You know, we're looking for lineups. We're looking for contributors. But it was nice tonight to play as many players as we did. And so I think as this season goes on, you know, we can't play 13 guys, but absolutely everybody's in the mix right now. There's a relationship between how guys perform and the opportunity they're going to get.
Coach, back to AJ. He's shooting like 8 for 11 on threes on the season. Is that consistent with what you've seen from him, like over the course of practice, or do you think he's just kind of riding the hot hand from three?
No, that's good coaching. Yeah, that's the goal. No, AJ's got a good shot. AJ's been kind of a career scorer that doesn't want to go out there and shoot all threes because he's got other parts of his game. So it's that balance. And that's really difficult to do, man. It's easy to sit up here and talk about it, but when you're out there in live play and you want to be aggressive, and so I think AJ's doing a good job embracing that. These first 2 games have presented a lot of open threes for him. He is a green light shooter for us. He's earned the right for that opportunity based on his practice stats, his nightly shooting stats. But again, we got to get to the free throw line more than we did tonight. But it's a fine line. You know, the 3-point shot, again, was our friend tonight. But we got to have that maturity and that experience to understand, like, time and score. From time to time, you need to turn down an open 3 to make sure teammates are getting involved in the games where we want it to go. We did not get to the bonus earlier enough tonight in the second half. So that'll be a big objective tomorrow in practice.
All right, thanks everyone.
Thank you.